Hi, everybody. This is Cynthia in Cynthia's Backyard Gardening Tips. And I'm here, I'm going to be planting a few vegetables, and I just wanted to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, these are, let me get them over there so you can see them good. Some of the seeds that I'm going to be planting. This is the Paul Robeson tomato. These are all tomatoes right here. I'm going to plant first. The Martino Roma. German pink. That's another German pink. Cherokee purple. Mortgage lifter. This one here was given to me as a free one, and this one is Russian, purple Russian. Okay, that was free. And then the Brandywine. This one here is delicious. It says good for pots, and I have a pot garden, so all of these are going to be going in my pot garden. This one here is, let's see, what is it? Large cherry red tomato. I planted all these last year and I did very well with them. These are some seeds that I had. I'm just going to try them and see if they're any good. Cherokee purple and Brandywine that I had saved the seeds. Okay. And let's see what else we have here. This one is called Oregon Spring. This one is called, what is that? Oh, Homestead. This one is Rutgers. And then I'm going to try a beefsteak. They take a long time, but I'm just going to try it and see what happens, okay? Well, what I've done here is just put these labels along here. And these were the only labels that I had. I'm going to order some more because I really wanted to put a cover on here. But I won't be able to with this label. So what I'm going to do is use what I have for now, because with the coronavirus, I'm not going to go out. And I am going to order online, but I don't know how long it's going to take. So this is my pan here. I have a double pan right here. The first pan does not have holes in it. The first pan has holes in it and the second pan doesn't. So when I get ready to water, I can just put my water in here, in this bottom pan. There's two pans. And I can put it in that bottom pan, and that's how I can water from the bottom up. But while they're new, I'll probably just spray them. But when they get some size, I'll water them from the bottom up. What I plan on doing is once these get their true leaves on them, I'm going to take them out of here and put them in little pots that I have that I've been saving, okay? So that they can have their own pot if it's indeed not time to put them outside. If it's time to put them outside, I'm just going to put them out straight from here outside. But I don't think it will be. So anyway, that's that. I have in here seed starting mix. That's what this here is. And over here, I have a pan of it. I have put it in the oven. And I put it in there and I put it on 200. And I use that 200 degrees. And I leave it in there for like maybe 5 or 6 hours at that low temperature to kill off any fungus, disease, fungus gnats, or anything like that, fungus gnat eggs. And I've done that last year. So if you go back and look at what I did last year in my videos, and I shall also link one below in the description box so that you can see the success that I had. So don't worry about doing that. That works very well. Okay. And then I have this little one over here that I have that I'm going to be planting. And I did the same thing with labeling that across. And what I think I'm going to do is just take some saran wrap and put it across these so that I can keep these labels up here until I can order me some online that can get here, that can be smaller, then I can put the covers on here, okay? So we'll just see how that works. And if that works real good, I may not even need the other labels. All right, so these say plant them at a depth of 1/8 of an inch. So I haven't planted like this before. Usually how I plant, excuse my boo-boo, y'all. Usually how I plant, my boo-boo on my finger here. Usually what I did before, I had the ones that had the little individual compartments, and I would just plant in the individuals. Well, this time I'm doing different because I want to take up less space on my shelf. I'm only going to use the one heating mat, and I'm only going to have that stuff plugged in instead of having all them different ones plugged in like I did before. It was successful, but I think I could be more efficient this way. Okay, so let me start putting them in. I have some gloves here, and I'm going to be putting these gloves on. I hope I can feel the seeds good enough with these gloves on. I want to protect my hand there, and also I want to just have the gloves on because I think that's a good way to go. So hopefully I won't make a mess of this whole thing, because this is the first time that I've tried this way like this, taping. Okay, so this is the Paul Robeson tomato. I bought these last year from Baker Creek on sale, because this time I guess everything is hard to get for people. It's hard for people to get stuff, so I'm kind of glad that I got what I got when I got it. Last year I knew that I wanted this particular variety. I'm just putting them in here as best I can with these gloves on. I'm not used to having gloves on. Usually I just do my seeds. But it's not too bad. It's working out. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think I'm going to try to adjust this camera once I get this row down and make sure that you can see right down in here. Okay. So what I did was I just, because I'm treating these like gold, y'all. The way they say you can't get, well, I tried over on Baker Creek, and you know, all these ones, maybe if I push that over too. So that's that row of that one, which was the Robeson, Paul Robeson. This one here is the Martino tomato. It's a paste tomato. I really, really like these. And you know what, guys? I am in my freezer. I freeze my tomatoes because that was the quickest way for me to do it. I have a lot on my plate, and it was the quickest way for me to do it. And they come out pretty good for what I want to use them for. But my tomatoes, I'm still using them. I am still using tomatoes from last year. I still have them left over. I'm in upstate New York, so I don't have the warm weather like I would like right now. And I know this might seem like a lot of tomatoes, but I think I grew way more than this last year, and it worked out perfectly. So I might grow more than these. Well, no, I won't, because I'm doing a different method. I've just thought about that. I'm doing this different method, whereas I got this whole row and a whole row of that one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It might be even 8 of this in there. So I think I'm gonna be good. I know I'm gonna have extra, but what I like to do, even if I have extra, that's okay, because I'm going to, this is what you can do. Listen to me. Some of these you plant. If you got extra, you hold on to them. Hold on to them. Because if you have some that die, if you have any that one way or the other, something happens to it, you got the extra one to put in there. I kind of got two going together. And I really didn't want to put two together, but I don't think I can get it out. Because I don't want to put two together because I'm, like I told you, I'm treating these like gold. You know, because it seems like the good stuff is, I kind of don't know where that one is. The good stuff is gone. You can't get it. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to be saving me some seeds this year. I saved some before, but I wasn't really that into saving them. But I'm going to be that into saving them this time. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just going down the rows. I'm not going to bore you with showing you every single row of what I'm doing here. I'm not going to bore you with that. Come back and I'm going to show you how I'm going to water them. I'm going to water them, and then I'm going to put them on my shelf and let you see them on the shelf and how I'm setting them up to grow, okay? So we're going to do that when I come back. All right. Okay, so we got these all planted in this one here and have it implanted over here in this one. Got this one planted also, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some dirt in my hand and I'm just going to go over them and just cover lightly with this dirt in each row. So that's what I'm going to do because they're supposed to have a depth of 1/8 of an inch. This is what I'm going to do to cover them. I used to just push them in with my finger about judging what would be 1/8 of an inch. And that way works also. So just make sure you just put a little dirt on each one. They don't need a lot of dirt. And I've been successful in the past with my garden. I've been a gardener for over 20 years. And I've not been on YouTube, but I was always gardening, even if it was just ornamentals and vegetables. So if you go back and check out my channel, if you're new, and see what I've been up to. Look like I got one exposed there. I'm just going through looking and see if I see any that look like they exposed. And if so, I'm just going to tap them a little bit here. Once I got that dirt on them, I'm just going to go through and tap. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here. Maybe I'll slide that over and bring this one up closer and turn my camera a little bit and go through and put dirt on this one. So if you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Like my video, share my video. Okay, so I got that all covered. And I'm just going to tap like that. Tap. Okay. And then I'm going to tap these up here around these little signs. Just going to tap them just to kind of firm them in there, because I'm going to be kind of doing some things around them and I don't want them to knock over. Okay, I have this spray bottle here with some water in it, and I'm going to spray a mist. The dirt was already moistened because I moistened it before. That's important for you to do. I moistened it all before. And I'm just moistening it again because I have planted in it. I'll just go ahead and moisten your plants. And keep an eye on them. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and cover these over with some saran wrap. And I have plastic covers for this, but I'm not going to use that just yet until I get my new labels. But in the meantime, I'm going to put some saran wrap over it, okay? And I used to do that years ago when I gardened before, you know, I was on a budget and didn't have, you know, trying to do it on the cheap. And I used to do that and it worked out. So I'm going to try that again. You know, you may not have everything you need when you're dealing with this. Trying to get these gloves off, y'all. When you're dealing with the coronavirus, you don't want to keep running to the store and all that. That's not a good idea. Okay, so let me get these covered over and I'll show you what that looks like, okay? Okay, here I am in my she shed, which is where I have my shelf set up. And I've taken my trays and I put the plastic wrap and I put some clothespins just to clamp it on the sides. And this right here, this is my light. This is my shelving unit. There's the little one there. And I have them like this on here. And there's a heating mat down there, if you can see that. And if you want to know the lights that I use, the equipment that I used, I did a video on that. Go back and look at that and you can get all the information of what to get. Okay? And I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you're going to come back to see my progress. I'm going to be adding some peppers and some other plants in here. Okay?